I'm MTG and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on meme decks so you don't have to. And today we are certainly playing with a meme format for Historic Brawl. I'm really excited because it's one of those decks where it's like your opponents are like, what the heck is this person doing? So let's go check out the deck list. See you in a second. Alright, here is the deck and we're rocking Katilda, Dawnhart Martyr. And oh my goodness, like, is this just going to be a jank funny deck? So basically, my heart wanted to make a Voltron deck where you're using like enchantment auras and stuff like that to just hit face. Problem is, in Historic Brawl, Voltron's not a very good strategy because there's so much removal all the time, but also it's just difficult to keep your board state protected, especially if you're in mono white. So in this, I was like, what can we do to kind of support like this Voltron enchantment like idea without necessarily putting, you know, all of our monies into hoping our commander is something that we can equip to, you know, make Voltron-y. And part of that is because we also want to use the enchantment when Katilda does die, when they flip, they actually can pump something quite a bit because this enchantment flip side that you can cast on the disturb cost, it is pretty useful for just, you know, going above the heads of blockers and just hitting face. So it gives flying, lifelink, protection from vampires, which is sometimes relevant, and it gets +X, where X is the number of permanents you control that are spirits or enchantments. So I love this. It's really fun, and it's actually a pretty powerful card that I think got overlooked with Innistrad dropping. So for some of our cards that we're looking into to kind of just have an ounce of a strategy, I guess, are kind of these like cheap, you know, easy to gain life sort of effects, because we do have Heliod the Sun Crown, which will put a +1/+1 counter on a creature every time we gain life. So I was looking to kind of, you know, get those triggers, but then also to have our opponent's creatures come in tapped with stuff like Authority of the Consuls to try to buy some more time, or maybe leave a few blockers down for our opponents if we need to still hit face. So with the enchantment theme here, I have Archon of Sun's Grace, which is really great for, you know, anytime you're trying to do some sort of enchantment theme, because it just spits out all the Pegasus tokens and it can help you go wide and hopefully close out a game, especially because those Pegasus tokens are flying. And then for just kind of our other things here to strategize with our commander, especially when we're ready to flip them, is something like Chaplain of Alms, because yes, it's a weak, squishy, you know, little thing when it's on its front side, but when you flip it to cast it on the disturb side, I think this is where we're going to get like the protection pieces we kind of want for like a more Voltron strategy. So we have on the back side here, it gives each creature you control Ward 1. So I really like that because Ward 1 can make quite a difference, because, you know, maybe your opponent is only leaving like 2 mana up, and if you cast this, it's harder for them to like remove it. And the other piece of that too is we have things like single combat, where we kind of, you know, again lean into like a Voltron-y vibe here, is if we're putting all of our enchantments on cool creatures but we don't want to lose them, we can do a board wipe still, and maybe the opponent still has 1 creature we have to deal with. But I really like the idea of like still finding a way to keep our value on the board while also dealing with our opponent's board state without necessarily wiping the whole board. And the other part for this one too is that players can't cast creature or planeswalker spells until the end of the next turn. So really excited to show you how it does and see you out there. Warrenclex, this is gonna be rough. What kind of hand is this? What is this? We're gonna take that molly. This is better. We got stuff going on here. Most importantly, a board wipe. Ooh, they got the fun pixel lands too. Enchantment creature, so let's take it out. Destroy enchantment. Bam. Get out of here. Ooh, okay. I think we want Daxos down. And I think we're gonna put this on here. And I think next turn we'll probably put this land down, Griffinary. Or do we want Heliod? Is this gonna be... No. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe you could do Griffinary and then foretell that. Okay. Yeah. Oh well. We'll live. Cat is scratching at the door. Alright, drop this. I think we're gonna do this just to set up a bit more, because we do have a little bit of time. And then that way, if... Oh my goodness, my cat is scratching at the door. Well, Kerrigan just likes to come in, rub her face on the mic, which I guess isn't a bad thing. I guess I'll let her in after this match. Range. Put this down. Give that something. Make a griffin. Perfect. Then maybe get Katilda down next. Fetch something that we care about. They're holding something back. I still think we want to put this down. And then put this here. And I think we'll swing with these two. We'll put it on this. That way we have a decent body. Surprised they haven't cast Vorinclex yet. Because I think Vorinclex would have been helping out a lot in this situation. They might have a combat trick here, but I think we'll be fine. Nope, no combat trick. Okay. Then let's put this down. We're gonna grab. I think what makes the most sense for us here is probably Elspeth, so we could hit the Vorinclex. Don't think we need Undo Inversion, so I'll just put that down as a land. And then let's give lifelink to this. Swing with you. How much is that? 6? Yeah, let's just do that, because actually I think we'll be fine. Didn't want to do math. Okay, that was more than enough. Good game. Goshen. It's going to be a bit tough, though I did beat one yesterday when I was still testing out this deck, so maybe we can do it. This seems like a good starting hand. Put you down. Probably gonna want to put this down and then this. That's like a fun way that I try to close out the game too, with like thinking tokens. I almost wonder if it's worth using this against them, but I'm gonna save this for the Drain Shrine or Sanctum All. That's just aura spells. Oops. Alright. There's the commander. Drop you. Maybe we will actually want Edeline. I was planning to drop the commander. Let's put her down just so we can keep the pressure on. And then we'll attack. Sweet. Alright, that's good. Bad we don't have a Tibalt in this to keep them from gaining life. A lot of life they'll gain. Actually, maybe we should use this on them. Oh, cool. Okay. Put this down. If we want you down. And then we'll discard that. Demonic Tutor. Put you in the bin. And then... yeah, I just think we just want to keep attacking. Just keep the pressure on. Alright. What do we want to tutor for is the next question. Probably Heliod? Or maybe we hold on to it until we feel like there's something that needs to be answered. I'm kind of thinking like Heliod's going to be a good way to close out the game, especially if we have Daxos. Let's do this. I think we need to just snipe this down now so they stop gaining life. And then put down Daxos. Put this down on Edeline. Now she's got first strike. Sweet. And let's attack. Keep the pressure on. You've done so much damage. But that darn, is it Shrine Hoden of Cleansing Fire? If they bring that back, might be their only option unless they got something really spicy. Okay. Probably Edeline. Yeah. I think we're fine with that though. They don't have anything in their hand. Let's put this down. Ooh. Let's do Archon. And then it's Demonic Tutor. Yeah, I think we're gonna want Heliod. Attack. We might be able just to go wide here and take them out before the Elspeth brings them back something. because they're gonna have to block. Alright, drop you, put you down. Put that on you. Let's see what's in their hand. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Get more expensive if possible. We'll put one on you. Let's give you lifelink. Hopefully we have enough to do this. Put one on you. One on you. One on you. One on you. Oh, I got so much. I think it's lethal, right? Yep. And just for good measure, even player commander. I kind of feel bad about that. Alright. GG's. Not a lot of good early plays here. I think I'm gonna mulligan. Just because I think we need to be a little bit more aggressive. This is okay. Not the greatest hand, but at least we can, you know, get some bodies down. So whenever it attacks or enters, you put a land card from a graveyard onto the battlefield. Okay. Put you down. Get that plains. And I'm thinking maybe Pious. That makes sense. Or should we just go right for our commander? That works too. Maybe we just go right for the commander. Actually makes more sense. Start off more aggro, I think. I feel like this protection from vampires is still relevant for the meta just because of like Welcoming Vampire and some other vampires that you see, or even like Soren's new or latest Planeswalker. Okay, we will probably murder that. Let's put this down first. And then I think we just need to kill that because they get too much value from it. Probably not the best thing to give them a little bit of card draw there, but gotta slow them down as much as possible. It's just so much land. It's crazy. Just waiting for the horrifying threat that's gonna drop here. That other land drop. I'm thinking we actually need to get Key of the Archive down just in case it gives us something special, but also the ramp. Lightning Bolt. I can't see. There we go. Browser. I think Bolt is going to be the most helpful. Not even though. That back. Just go in the air. Get that one damage in. Not looking super hot, but at least we can get Rabble Rousing and Sentinelize down. They probably play like a huge threat now because they have so much mana. Got Riot, so it should have haste, I think. Ooh, and it fights. go for the commander, honestly. You're gaining so much life just from playing those cards again. That's actually really smart. Put you down. We will put this down. Honestly, don't know if we're gonna get to the 10 creatures. At least we have like a little chump blocker and life being gone. Angara might be the next thing that we want to get down. Maybe these two. Oof, that's not good. Yeah, they're gonna pull up my commander. Bye. We'll decline that so we can cast the enchantment. Put that in front of you. Okay, drop this. Put this down. Let's get this down. Draw. Okay, it's just Brilliant Restoration. We'll put it on this. We'll escape you, all that good. Oop. Oh my gosh, this Brush Fire Elemental is going to be brutal. At least we get card draw. Kind of thinking maybe we just take all the bits here. Oof, this is rough. At this point, I think we need an undo inversion. Okay. Archon Grace might help us. So we'll have you block you. If we have to block. Block one Grace, I guess. Okay, drop this. We're gonna drop this. And then let's put Katilda on here. We'll attack. There's actually a bigger threat. The -3. It's gonna put another land. I think we have time for dealing with Nissa, but we should definitely take out Vraska here. It's just gonna be too much of a problem. And she's gonna get recast. Okay, this is a problem. I'm trying to think though, because I think Vraska could only target 3 CMC or less, right? So I think she can hit a token, but these guys are going to be safe. We will for sure take the 11 damage, which will be 9 after the lifelink here. Okay. That's super helpful. Definitely gotta take down that Nissa next, though. Ooh, it's rough. But at least we have more than enough mana. Okay. We could probably cycle that. Yeah. That's so sneaky with the Soul of Wind Grace because they can just get it back. Okay. And then they don't care about throwing lands, right? Okay. So hopefully we don't have combat tricks here. That'll really hurt me. Okay, thankfully we gain back a ton of life. We'll put this down. Oh, sweet. Okay, that's gonna help us. So we need 7 mana for that. We'll put this down. I think we want to exile something. Probably that, just in case. Definitely gonna kill that. Go to face here. Okay. This is so intense. Because I'm thinking if they swing in and we have Surge's Shelter to help keep whatever we need protected, and then we can Overwhelming Splendor, hopefully negate any super huge threats if we can survive to the next turn. I don't really have anything we care about that's enchantments in the graveyard, but we at least have this if they do like some sort of mass board wipe, which I'm not sure they can. Can they destroy something of ours here? I don't think so. Oh, that's rough. It's okay. We have this, though. Oh, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures left. Oh, we chump block a couple. Swing out, Angelic. Might be enough to help us win. Okay, it's gonna fight. Fighting. Say protection from red. Maybe I should have done green. Okay. Lock you. Nothing. Set up. From that, we'll put this here, and I think that's the blocks we want to do. Sweet. Oh, sweet. Okay. So then we're going to cast this. It'll help us a lot. Okay. Whew. I was going to say then we could do Brilliant Restoration. Good game. I didn't know if I was going to pull that one off. Not the greatest starting hand, but I just want to keep it anyways. Yeah. That commander is probably just going to ramp and put out big scary things. We'll just put that down. Nice, slow, wholesome magic. Even though they have braids. It's their deck sleeves. Alright, well, we're not short on lands. Gosh, I was worried for a second they were gonna counter that. Okay, commander's not so scary. It's fine. Boop. Boop. Hopefully they don't counter this. Resolves. It's always a little scary when you have a blue player across the board from you, right? Anything gonna resolve? Definitely see what they're going for here. Oh, dark girl. Hopefully this resolves. Does. Wow. Okay, here we go. Getting our damage on. Oh! GG's. Alright, well, I hope you had fun watching all the shenanigans we got into. Honestly, this deck was a lot more powerful and punchy than I was expecting it to be. And it might even be fun to try to build out in paper, because I think I own a lot of these cards anyways. But Katilda, yeah, like being able to just flip her, like I do like the front side of her as like an early play, and it's a flyer. You can get some lifelink damage pokes in early on. But honestly, that like disturb enchantment cost on the back is just so powerful, because you can just like really pump something up and just hit face. Especially if it's a flyer, it can really help close out the game. So it's also just like one of those commanders where I don't really care if someone kills it, because really what I want is to cast it from its disturb side and make something big and chunky and hit face. So I really like actually Katilda just as a commander, and almost like she's just like a support piece the whole time, rather than really just like being the main win con, which feels a bit different when you're like trying to build a commander deck, where it seems like typically your commander wants to be the thing that you cast to help win the game. So it's just like a fun way to approach building a deck, I guess. But I think the MVP cards that definitely help piece this, whole deck together and make it possible to win. Just stuff like Heliod Suncrown, just putting those +1/+1 counters on things was huge. Wedding Announcement to help us make bodies and boost those bodies with that Anthem. Adeline, obviously just so stressful to deal with, especially if you're putting aura enchantments on her and just, hitting face for a lot of damage and creating a lot of bodies that people have to deal with her. Then Mangara, obviously, amazing white card, just got us so much draw, and just I love this card because you get rewarded if people cast 2 spells, and then if they attack you with 2 creatures or more, then you're going to draw another card. So you just always get a lot of card draw off this card. And And then I think the most powerful card for this, because we are casting quite a bit amount of enchantments that are going to get like the Archon's trigger for those 2 Pegasus, is Archon's, of Sungrace was just so key, because when it creates those like Pegasus tokens too, like it's just creating more flyers that's harder for your opponent to deal with. And then I think Rabble Rousing also was a card that was really powerful for this, because again, we're making a lot of tokens, right? Which is, what some of our creatures do. But overall, like being able to cast something for free under that hideaway cost is just really huge. And it does sound like it's difficult to get to that like 10 or more creatures piece of this, but it honestly, I've had very little trouble whenever I do put this, in a deck. Usually it's because I'm putting it in like my token decks and stuff, but it just generates so many bodies for you that, it's just a powerful card to just keep the pressure on for your opponents. So I really like this card a lot. And I think overall this deck was a blast to play. And if you're looking for something different, it might be a deck to try out. So hope you had fun watching and have a good one. Bye.